YouTube fam, how y'all doing? TM Nation, how y'all doing? What you're looking at is a pair of the newly released TOZO crystal buds, which I've been using for right around 2 weeks. And these are definitely a pair of earbuds for under 40 bucks that are worth a look. I will go over the features and I have a few tests a little bit later on in this video so that you guys have a good idea of what these bring to the table. But for the highlights, they're packing Bluetooth 5.3, up to 30 hours of use with the case, compatibility with the TOZO app, environmental noise cancellation for crispy call quality, and a retail price of $39.99, but at the time of the video you can get them for 10% off, which is a nice deal. Starting off with the design of the case, it is straightforward without too much going on besides the case and earbud readout on the front. This will illuminate anytime you either take an earbud out or put it into the case, or when you flip open or close the lid. Besides that, you have your TOZO branding in the front. The lid is clear as you can see, and the USB Type-C port for charging is on the bottom. Overall, it does feel sturdy in the hands and it is pocketable, but one thing that I do want to mention is that the glossy finish makes it a fingerprint magnet. So if this is something that usually annoys you, you want to keep this in mind. But outside of that, it does support wireless charging, which is a nice feature to have at this price point. Taking a look at the design of the earbuds, they are on the larger side, and as you can see, they have quite a few curves on them to help you handle them easier when putting them in and taking them out of your ears. They are lightweight and they feel fine for me during use. I've been able to wear them for longer listening sessions of 3 to 4 hours without any ear fatigue or discomfort, and they did a decent job of staying in place for me during exercise. Once the sweat started flowing, they did slide around a bit, but they never completely fell out of my ears. I just had to reposition them to keep them snug. Now, they never malfunctioned for me when I did have them wet, as they do have an IPX7 water resistance rating that will protect them against splashes of water and sweat. They do use touch controls, and I'm happy to note that you control pretty much everything. You can track forward, track back, volume up and down, summon your voice assistant, and control your calls as well. Another nice thing that you have with these is that you can customize the controls through the app if you want to customize the touches to your liking. As I said in the intro, you can get up to 30 hours of total use with these, but on a single charge you'll get closer to 7.5, which is pretty good at this price point. So far, using them between 50 and 75% of the max volume most of the time, I'm averaging right at 6 hours and 58 minutes on a charge before one or both of the earbuds go dead. If I need to know what's going on around me, sometimes I'll leave one in the case and use the other, as these do support independent use. I have been able to use these to watch YouTube videos and Amazon Prime movies through both of those apps on my iPhone 14 Pro and my Galaxy Z Fold 4 without any noticeable lag. But I wouldn't say that these are the best earbuds out there for gaming, as they don't have a low latency mode, if that is a feature that you're looking for. But besides that, like I said earlier, these are compatible with the app, which will allow you to see the charge left on the earbuds, update the firmware when applicable, choose from pre-built EQs or create your own, and access the user manual when you're on the go. Now, it isn't the most polished or feature-packed app, but at the price, this app does offer you more than what you get with some other earbuds that cost 2 to 3 times more than these do. Now, for the sound quality, guys, a lot of it is going to come down to the EQ you use with them, or if you create your own. If you're not the type of person that likes to go in there and adjust the EQ bands yourself, I would say start with either the classic or rock EQs, as those sound the best to my ears for a dynamic sound. With my custom EQ, I set it to be heavy on the highs and the bass, with the mids dialed back a bit, but I did not max out any of the bands because these can get quite harsh if you do that, and it will also introduce a lot of distortion. Overall, with my EQ set the way that I have it, the highs and mids are above average, the mids are present without being too forward, and the bass provides a nice punch for anything with a decent bass line. So for me, I would say that they sound really good for the price. No, they aren't going to be crystal clear, and like I said, they can distort some, especially at the higher volumes, but between 50 and 75%, these are really impressive. And for those of you all wondering about the call quality, I think that they sound fine and they will get the job done, but I have a couple of samples so that you can judge for yourselves. Let's check them out. Alright guys, so right now I have the earbuds paired to my iPhone 14 Pro. As you can see, the audio that you're hearing is coming directly from them, and I'm not going to do any type of editing to this sample, so this should give you a pretty good idea of how they'll perform in a quiet room. And now I have some simulated background noise playing in the background. As you can see, my speakers are right on the side of me, so this part of the test is aimed at seeing how well these will focus on my speech while rejecting some of that noise. So taking everything into consideration, fam, I think that these are a very solid pair of entry-level true wireless earbuds. You aren't getting ANC, transparency, or access to any of the higher definition codecs, but being that these are under 40 bucks right now, they're packing a bunch of features that many do not offer at that price point. I mean, the battery life is good, the sound quality is good, you have full playback controls, access to the app, and you also have wireless charging with the case. I really do think that a lot of people will see the value in these, and I have no issues recommending them at the price. Before you get on out of here, if you rock with the channel and your boy Tecmo, hit that subscribe button and knock that notification bell out so you won't miss any of my uploads. Welcome to TM Nation. Peace.